What's up, y'all? My name's Patrick Ryan, and this is Crosswords Gaming Talking Heads. Are subscription services the future of video games? Well, if you ask Microsoft, Sony, Utomic, and now maybe even Google, that could be the case. So, of course, Sony has PlayStation Now, which streams games to a PlayStation Now device, such as the PS4. You used to be able to do this to Bravia TVs and the Vita, and I know they've scaled back on what devices you can do this to. Honestly, I'm not really sure why, but the point of being able to stream the game instead of having to download the game to play it natively on your hardware is that your hardware doesn't necessarily need to be capable of running the game natively. That's why at one point you could play PlayStation Now games on a Sony Bravia TV. The TV doesn't have the PlayStation hardware built into it to actually play the game, but it could stream it. And then you've got services like Xbox Game Pass where you actually download the game to your hardware and you play it that way, and it's an all-you-can-eat sort of thing, kind of like Netflix is. And then I talked about Utomic yesterday on Talking Heads, which I haven't tried my free trial yet. I'm waiting for like a time when I know I'm going to have a couple of days where I can really sit down and dig into this so I can give you a proper review. But those are also games that you download to your hardware and you play them straight from there. Well, now apparently Google is getting into this. A group called The Information. I've not heard of this group before, so I don't know how reliable of a source they are, but they have uncovered information through sources and other ways that they have of obtaining information through data mining on the internet that Google is working on a streaming gaming platform. We don't have any information about this other than what the information was able to uncover, but basically you would have something that might even be as small as like a Chromecast, which if you've seen a Chromecast, it's about that big. It's not very large. Think of a Fire TV stick or a Roku stick, but it's not a stick. It's a You've probably seen one. Just go look it up. Chromecast can stream Netflix and Hulu and Crunchyroll and all these services. It can even mirror your phone. That is not the most elegant solution in the world to things, because like you can't stream Amazon Instant Video to it, and I'm sure that probably has a lot more to do with Amazon wanting you to buy a Fire TV device than it is Google not wanting Amazon services on Chromecast, because I just don't think Google really gives a crap. The only way to get Amazon Instant Video on your Chromecast is to mirror a Chrome window to your Chromecast device, and it's like I said, it's not the most elegant solution in the world, but it is possible. And so this is what a Chromecast can do, and considering how tiny the thing is, it's pretty remarkable that the thing works at all. And I have one. I love it. Now there's no information whatsoever as to whether or not are these Android games, are they going to be having games like Assassin's Creed or Call of Duty appear on this service. Nobody knows. But the rumor is that this service, whatever it is going to be live by this time next year. Now, I realize that could mean that it comes out next month, because that would be by this time next year. We don't have any idea. Google hasn't officially acknowledged it. Google hasn't said anything about this at all. Maybe we'll see it at the next Google I/O. I don't know. But honestly, I think that's kind of exciting. I am traditionally more of a I want to buy the stuff that I have so that I actually own it. I want to buy physical media. I thought I was going to switch to digital media when the Nintendo Switch came out, and I would have, except I have Amazon Prime, and so I get the Prime discount for reserving games through Amazon. So it just doesn't make any sense to spend the extra money on a digital copy of a game when I could just have the physical copy and it's there. And yeah, it's not as convenient, but if I get tired of the game, I can go trade it in. So there is that. There's part of me that thinks, well, this streaming subscription thing, I don't really know. But I felt the same way about movies, and now, I mean, $10 a month on Netflix to watch as many movies and TV shows as I want, and I don't have to go buy a $20 Blu-ray. I mean, sure, I still go do that when a big movie that I'm really excited about comes out. Like, I have all the Pixar films, and I buy the Star Wars movies, and so those are big movies that I want to have, and I don't want to just stream them. But for a lot of things, like, I can't tell you how many times I've watched Parks and Recreation, and it's just through my Netflix subscription. And that's a series that probably would have cost me well over $100 to go buy the whole thing when it came out, especially in HD to get it on Blu-ray. I'm kind of excited for this. Depending on how it all works out, I've been clamoring for Nintendo to kind of go this route with the Virtual Console instead of selling me, Super Mario Brothers for $5 every single time a new system comes out. Just let me have a subscription service, and then anytime I want to go get Super Mario Brothers, there it is, and I don't have to keep paying for it. Or, put all their N64 games on there. And I think it would be great for Microsoft to start putting their old Xbox and some of their Xbox 360 games on Game Pass in addition to the Xbox One games that are already there. I am not super keen on the idea of streaming my games because of the latency that comes along with it. I've heard that PlayStation Now works actually phenomenally well, but there's just something about having it on my hard drive and also knowing that I don't necessarily need an internet connection for this game to work. That's one of the benefits of being able to do that. And even Netflix lets you download movies. Maybe game subscription services are going to become a thing. I know that I would really like that. I think that it would be a really good way for the industry to move forward. Of course, retailers are really not happy about this, and if you want to hear me talk a little bit more about that, you can go check the video out that's linked right there. I'm Patrick Ryan. This has been another CrossForge Gaming Talking Head. Please visit us on Patreon at patreon.com/CrossForgeGaming. Go check us out on Facebook. Go check out our Twitch channel. We got a lot of really cool Twitch streamers over there on our Twitch channel, and we are streaming something every single night of the week. Check us out on Facebook. Check us out on Twitter. Check us out everywhere that you can find us. We spread like cancer. A really bad analogy. I shouldn't have done that. It's more like love. I love you.